What's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here. I just wanted to talk about Transformers for a minute over here because I love my Transformers, and I especially love Starscream, Optimus Prime, and Megatron. I've low-key been just hooked on these core class figures. Really love my Optimus and Starscream. They've just been having me pumped on Transformers. And another thing that I'm really pumped about is that now Transformers history continues on Smite. Character skins of Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Starscream are available for the gods Jing Wei, Ra, and Geb. I love all three of these characters. I'm very excited about seeing them in the game. I think the game has some fantastic graphics. I got to play around on Twitch. The transformations are really awesome. Optimus Prime actually has his trailer when you transform to Optimus. I really love that. And also, big thanks to Smite for sponsoring this YouTube channel. If you're looking to play, you can sign up for free. Check the link in the description below. It is available on PC, Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and Amazon Luna.
Shartimus Prime, Shartimus Prime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Really gonna work out. It's just, oh great, it just broke it. Hey, what's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Armadillo Build-A-Figure Waves PlayStation Spider-Man Miles Morales video games, Miles Morales Spider-Man. Oh man, I've been really looking forward to this one. Looks so dope, and I really do like the game as well. You can see a nice image of the Miles Morales Spidey right there, and then on the back you get Miles again. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave. Then you get Miles Morales Spidey right over there, and then you get a spot varnished Spider logo on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the Miles Morales figure out of the packaging. I have some things that I really like about this figure and some things that are not my favorite. But first, let's get a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So we get the Build-A-Figure piece, we get 2 head sculpts, and 4 sets of interchangeable hands, which makes me so happy to see. We get the fisted hands, flipping hands, wide open hands, and the stinger hands. And aside from these hands maybe looking a little on the oversized side, I think they all look really good. These little stinger or electric effects look really good. If you want to use a lightning effect from a Storm figure, that could look pretty good. It was stained right over there. But yeah, I did mess with this just a little bit. The wide open hands right here, I feel like do look a little large. Like when you put it on the figure, I feel like his hands look a little big. I don't know. But yeah, nice rivets and everything. I really do like the sculpt on all of these hands. The paint applications came out looking really good. We have the fist hands right over here with like a little bit of a brass knuckle kind of thing going on. Very, very cool. So I'm not the biggest fan of this Miles Morales head sculpt. I just feel like they didn't really nail the likeness from the game. You know what I mean? I can't tell you exactly what's off about it, but I just feel like they didn't nail it. And then I wanted to show some images of the PS Miles Morales. I keep wanting to call the game PS5, but it's also a PS4 game. But anyway, yeah, you can see a bunch of Miles images over here looking pretty badass. And this head sculpt does have some nice photoreal tech paint added to it, which I think looks pretty good. I love it when they do that with the video game and comic figures. So that's pretty neat to see. Think, you know, the application of the paint looks very good, except, you know, a little bit on the side of the head right over there. And then the back of the head actually looks okay, and a little bit of the brown seeping through on this side as well. But looking at the masked head, I'm not a fan of the dumbbell joint because, look, we start to get a little bit of splitting right over here at the neck. I prefer the hinge with the ball joint, but yeah, looking at the masked head sculpt over here, I definitely like this one more. I love the texturing right over there between the cobweb pattern. The paint applications for the cobweb pattern looks amazing, so it looks all very accurately placed. The eyes look really good on mine. I'm really happy with this head sculpt right over here. So this one I really do like a lot. And I gotta say, for the most part, I really like how the whole body looks. Again, that neck splitting over there from switching the heads bugs me a lot. But yeah, the armpit paint doesn't seem to be coming off. We get a nice little bit of a metallic sheen to the red over here. This looks all accurately placed. You could bend back, you could see some more paint over there. On the back, you can see the logo. It doesn't go all the way through, though, so it will get gappy. This still has some texturing to it, and I like how pretty much all of the figure has texturing on it. So I really do dig that quite a bit. Nice intricate sculpted details throughout. Due to the articulation not having drop down hips, which is a frustration, you can see some chewing on the legs. I do pose my figures around like crazy and take pictures before I go into the review so you could see, you know, what a battle damaged figure looks like. You could see some butt stain right over there on the side. The legs look pretty good. All pinless joints over here, which I appreciate. So yeah, I'm liking the legs and everything. Texturing all the way through looks really good. Nice red paint over here, except for that splotch. Yeah, it's not supposed to be there. So you can see the line work though is clean. Yep, a little bit on the bottom of the feet. So some minor imperfections, but mostly looks pretty good. And we get peg holes. So again, I do prefer the ball joint with the hinge instead of just the dumbbell joint. But yep, you can look up pretty well with this figure. I believe it would look up even more so if it had a hinge. And you can get it to look down that much. A little bit of tiny gappage, not the worst. It's actually better than most of these dumbbell joint head figures. You get the side-to-side movement and a good amount of head pivoting right over there. The butterfly joint doesn't move forward and back that much, just a little bit back, a little bit forward, and then the shoulders don't really move that far up either. So I think it's just because of this big red piece right over here. I feel like the right side moves up just a little bit more than the left. You can move them in pretty well, and they rotate a full 360. You get a bicep swivel, the pinless double jointed elbows, then all the hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. You get a good ab crunch forward, ab crunch back, waist cut, and then the hips move outward very far. You can get them to kick up that much. I tended to try to rotate this a little bit and then use that upper thigh cut to kick up a little bit more. That's how I got the chewing. It only bends back a tiniest bit right over there. Again, that thigh cut right there, double jointed knees, then the ankles do move down, they do move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Miles Morales figure, you can see that it's standing at about 6¼ inches tall. Then here's our PlayStation Miles Morales figure next to a couple of Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales figures. We have the weak one from the 2-pack, and then here we have the badass one from the recent SPDR wave. Then here's a new PlayStation Miles Morales figure next to the Mafex Miles Morales, and this is really one of the best Miles figures out there, but I gotta say, I like this one more. Yeah, I just think the proportions look better. I know this is an older Miles, but still, overall, I do think that's a better figure. Then here's the Miles Morales PlayStation Spider-Man figure next to the PS4 Spider-Man. I want to call this the PS5 Spider-Man and this the PS4 Spider-Man, but I do have this on the PS4, and I do suffer from motion sickness from playing games, and I just got these motion sickness glasses, and they really helped me a lot. Not just with playing Smite, but I will be playing more Miles Morales on the PS4. So yeah, stay tuned for me on Twitch. Link in the description below. Then here's the new Miles Morales figure next to all the other figures from this wave. We have the integrated suit Spider-Man, the black and gold suit Spider-Man. We have the No Way Home Doctor Strange. We have Shriek, No Way Home J. Jonah Jameson, and Moreland. Armadillo Build-A-Figure review tomorrow. Then here's Miles next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man and stop motion coming to the channel Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And a big thanks to all these people that are in a position to support this content and engage in the perks that I have over on Patreon and membership. If you're in a position to do so and you're interested, check it out. Link below. And this figure is a lot of fun. I really do like it a lot. Of course, I have my complaints, and I gotta say it's still very cool. Like, as much as I can complain about the dumbbell joint for the neck, which is actually probably one of my biggest complaints because I just can't unsee that seam in the neck. That really bothers me. I'm hoping Hasbro goes back to the hinge with the ball joint. I'm curious to know what you guys feel. I'd love to read some comments on that opinion one way or another. But yeah, overall, man, it's a dope-ass looking figure. The sculpted detail throughout, it's just very engaging and fun to look at and everything. Great looking piece, great articulation overall, and at the price point of around $25, I'm going to give this PlayStation Miles Morales figure a SUD rating of... And again, I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images and the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
Crispy.
Hey, new Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,